It's been one of the wettest winters I can ever remember. In fact, it has been the wettest ever on record where I live, over 1/2 metre of rainfall. And this story is fairly consistent all around the country. In fact, all over Australia, we've got above average rainfall in most capital cities. And what this means is, well, we've got a few more challenges. But don't worry, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Spring's just around the corner. It's seen plants growing slower in the winter, but as the days get longer and more sun pokes its head out of the clouds, plants will start growing faster. Annuals like these primulas and cinerarias really start growing, and soon they'll be flowering en masse. And there's something very important to do right now, and that's add nutrient to the soil. There's moisture, more sunlight and warmth. The missing ingredient is plant food. So adding a controlled release fertiliser now is smart. An addition of liquid fertiliser over the foliage, even smarter. It's not just the plants you love that are about to start growing strongly. The ones you didn't ask for will stake their claim for valuable space in your garden too. And if you want to get rid of weeds, now is the time to do it. Chemical-free, ideally. And a cultivator is one of my favourite tools. Gently tilling the soil opens it up. It buries weed seedlings and encourages a more friable growth base. Now, we might be coming out of winter, but there are so many things for you to enjoy. Things like bananas are coming through at the moment. And these guys, doesn't this look just incredible? A real weird and wonderful called the custard apple. Now, they're incredibly good for you. If you're wondering what they taste like, the name custard, the texture of the flesh is very custardy. It is ridiculously sweet, and they're really easy to grow. And now's the time to be harvesting them. So you pick them a little bit firm and let them soften inside the house. Now, interestingly enough, once you've harvested the crop, and there's quite a crop here that I've got to pick, but once it's done, I'm going to go through and I'm going to thin this tree out, pull the middle of it out, thin it out, and give it a bit of light and air to get inside. And it'll make it a lot easier to see fruit and to pick it next season. Aquaponics is the art of growing plants and fish together. And winter is when you grow your own trout. As they start to get larger, it's important to add more plants into the system. The way the system works is the water from the tanks circulate through grow beds that have hydroponic medium in them. The plants strip the water of excess nutrients, particularly ammonia, which is toxic to fish. Now, when they get to this stage, they're starting to produce a fair bit of waste. And this is the time to be planting more plants in the system so that they can suck up all that excess nutrient and organic material and use it for their growth. And that keeps the water nice and clean for these guys. So the crop, which will be harvested in November, is as big and as healthy as it possibly can be. Once I've taken the trout out, it'll be barramundi in the system. And most importantly, now is the time to plant. So get out into your garden and prep the soil. Add organics, compost, mulch, and plant out. And remember, feeding is vitally important, so add a plant tablet into the planting hole of every new plant you grow. And that will give them the handy kickstart they deserve, and in return, you'll get great results in your garden.